Pray receive my compliments, Mrs. Bennet, on your fine family of daughters. I have heard much of their beauty, but in this instance fame has fallen short of the truth. I do not doubt of you seeing them all in good time disposed of in marriage.
I wish with all my heart it may prove so, Mr. Collins, else they will all be destitute.
You refer perhaps to my ultimate inheritance of this pleasing house, contents and grounds. I am sensible of the hardships of my cousins, but while not wishing to appear forward, I can assure the young ladies that I come prepared to admire them.
Shall we perhaps go into dinner?
The hall should be imposing. This one is spacious enough, but a little dark. Had you thought of mirrors? Oh, truly a gracious dining room. Even Lady Catherine de Bourgh would not be ashamed to dine here. For the chairs are a good enough match, and the table, though a trifle rustic, is solid and well made. May I compliment you, Mrs. Bennet, on the style and graciousness of your home. It does not, of course, approach the grandeur of her ladyship's, but could scarcely be expected to. To which of your many daughters, Mrs. Bennet, do we owe the excellence of this dinner?
We keep a cook, Mr. Collins.
Oh, I did not mean to offend you.
I'm not at all offended, I assure you.
You would be justified in taking offence. It was an unpardonable suggestion.
He will now apologise for a quarter of an hour.
To suggest that daughters of such distinction and beauty would have anything to do in the kitchen would indeed cause offence. Let me once again apologise. I can only congratulate myself that such errors of judgment come rarely to my lips, and never so far in the presence of Lady Catherine de Bourgh, my most esteemed patroness.
Mr. Collins, you seem very fortunate in your patroness, Lady Catherine de Bourgh.
Such affability, such condescension. For me to have the honour of preaching before a person of such rank. She has even visited my parsonage and inspected it, and suggested I put in shelves in the upstairs closets.
Does she have sons?
She has a daughter, a Miss de Bourgh, a most charming young lady, unfortunately of a very sickly constitution, which has prevented her from making that progress in many accomplishments which otherwise she could not have failed of. But she is clearly born to be a duchess, as I have more than once observed to Lady Catherine. These are the kind of little remarks which please her ladyship. People reckon her proud. But no, she has even allowed me to leave the parish and come here to visit my humble relations. She has advised me to marry as soon as I can, providing, of course, that I do so with discretion. Having a good house and a sufficient income, and seeking, as I do, a reconciliation with your family, and finding your daughters as handsome and as amiable as represented by common report, and it my Christian duty, although it may seem to others excessively generous, to make some atonement for inheriting their father's estate, I mean to choose one of your daughters in marriage, Mrs. Bennet.
Mr. Collins.
Jane is, of course, the eldest, and we must not forget what is due to seniority.
Jane, well, of course Jane is perfectly lovely. But I must give mention, I do feel it incumbent upon me to hint that Jane is very likely to be soon engaged and married very well indeed. But of course, Elizabeth is next to Jane, both in order of birth and of beauty.
Indeed.